think when you get a response so quickly and like the way we've seen over the last 5 weeks, it's scary actually, as someone who's putting responsibility onto players' shoulders to go out and do what we speak about, to go out and do it successfully is another thing, and to always believe in the process about how we want to go about things is just incredible. In terms of re-evaluating it, it seems every week that's gone by over this last 5 weeks, it's just got better and better and better and better. So, yeah, it's just amazing to think what we've done over the last 5 weeks.
The record chase here today has obviously eclipsed Headingley 3 years ago in terms of numbers, but that was a nail biter, hanging on by a thread, and this time it looked like you could have, I don't know, got another 100.
Yeah, well, as I said, there was a bit of me that wanted to India to get 450 lead just to see how things would play out, but it's, when you get given clarity and everything like that with how we want to play the game, not just with bat but also with ball, it makes the sport itself a lot easier. At the end of the day, cricket's about taking 20 wickets and outscoring the other team. So when you get given real clarity about how you want to go about and do things, it just makes going out and playing the game a hell of a lot easier. Look, I think aggressive, I think a better word is positive. Just looking at every situation that we're going to find ourselves in and always looking at what is the positive thing to do. Just for example, last night we renamed, what Night Watchman's all about, and we were going to go with Nighthawk. That was Brody. He was going out with half an hour left to play to try and get us to literally slog. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment. It's awesome.
So what's the aim of a Nighthawk? 30 off 10 or something?
Yeah, 30 off 10 or not off one. I would say is that we've always had unbelievable support in England, no matter what we've gone through as a team. And I think now we're getting a different, a new group of fans. We've had a lot of people who have turned up to games with their first game of cricket to watch, and they've absolutely loved it. It's been obviously thrilling to watch, not just with ball in hand, but also with bat in our hands. And when you're doing that, you're doing something right as a team. We've got probably fans turning up now, not knowing what's going to happen, but they know what we're trying to do and how we're going to play the game, so they know exactly what we're going to do. Whether or not it happens is a different story, but we know we've got people who are turning up because they're going to be entertained in one way or the other. So yeah, it's been incredible to be part of so far. I think it goes further back than that in the game. I think it goes back to Jack Leach getting Rishabh Pant out in the third innings. He is someone who would fit very well with our team at the moment, Rishabh, the way that he goes about and play the game. That wicket was huge for us because we know what he can do. We know how he likes to play the game, and he could really have taken it away from us, real quick time. So to get him when he was on 50 was a huge part of the game. And then, every run chase is, obviously, it starts with the openers. And to play the way that they did, against Bumrah and Shami, two of the best in the world, was just emphatic. Scoring the fastest ever England 100-run partnership was just awesome to watch, and it really set the benchmark about that run chase. And it really did put them on the back foot. It was incredible to watch that opening stand, and then obviously Kofi, quickly after that. But then Johnny and Ruti just continued the momentum that Zach and Leesy gave us at the start. Yeah, I have been thinking some stuff like that. But first chat with Baz was, yeah, we can do it this way. Why not? As long as everyone goes out there at 10:30 this game, and is comfortable and knowing that their preparation, everything is good, and they go out there and know that everything's been done correctly in the way that they want to do as individuals to go out and perform, then yeah, no, we're just bouncing off each other. Like the warm-up situation, everything like that, was me basically saying like, why are we going to warm up and we're batting? What's the point in going out and doing a few run-throughs to then go up and sit in my training kit again? It's just those little things that just sort of rub off each other in our 5 weeks together, and it's just, yeah, it's taking all the external pressures away from what playing international sport gives to you. You know, there's enough on individuals and as a team as it is, but you know, taking all the other stuff away from it is, you know, why everything is just so relaxed and calm and just enjoyable at the moment.
Ali, and then we'll finish with the two.
Ben, when a team's in sort of bad form, losing 3 wickets for two runs either side of tea like you did yesterday, that could have quite a, you know, things could fold quite quickly from there. What's the difference in how the team's reacting in the dressing room to those moments? Because obviously when you're chasing runs there's going to be stumbles along the way, but is there a difference in the way that those wickets are having an impact on the actual dressing room?
When you're very clear and very decisive as a team and as an individual about how things want to be played, it makes every situation a lot easier to go out, and you're thinking about what am I going to do here, how am I going to go about it, rather than shoot the 3 for 2. That makes sense. And that's just the way that we've been operating, you know, as a bowling group. How are we going to take 20 wickets? As a batting group, how are we going to outscore the opposition? And that's what Test cricket's all about, you know. We haven't really spoken very tactically about the game. It's all about, you know, how are we going to take wickets? How are we going to score runs? It's actually that simple.
Yes,
Yeah. Ben, before you, Joe was here and he was talking, he was saying that in a Yorkshire man...
Talking to a phone here.
So he was saying that the Yorkshire man in him still says him to play straight and all. So how did you manage to convince him to play the way, like, the new approach he has adapted?
I didn't have any influence on that whatsoever. That's Joe Root doing Joe Root things. When he played that reverse today,
Yeah.
obviously we've seen it a lot throughout the summer, but I just said you're a freak, Joe Root, to do that. You know, you see in one-day cricket the way that he plays and stuff like that, and you know, I've not said, can you make sure you get reverse sweeping today, mate? He just does what Joe Root does, and it's amazing what you can see players do when they just have confidence in their ability, what they can do, and knowing that they've got the confidence in the backing of the dressing room. You're going to see things like that from Johnny Burst over the last 5 weeks. Rooty's just all of talking about how good he is, but to see Rooty almost like add another bit to his game, which I thought was impossible, for how good he is. It's just awesome to see that. You know, everyone's just so selfless, and that's the one thing that I ask for. Is I want, you know, 11 selfless cricketers representing the country going out there and playing cricket, and that's what we've got at the moment. And that's, you know, you're seeing that in the way that we're playing our cricket at the moment. It's not just with bat. You know, bat always gets the plaudits because of how exciting it is, but even with the ball in hand, everybody's committed to the cause about the plans and everything that we have put in place. It's quite annoying having to do this and we're in the dressing room celebrating with a few of the lads, but if you can say that. Look, you know, a captain is defined not, you know, by himself. He's defined by his players and the people he's got around him. I've got an unbelievable group of players around me right now who are really committed to the cause of what we want to try and do. The support staff, the backroom staff has been absolutely phenomenal. I can't take all the credit for this. You know, I've been a part of something unbelievable over the last 5 weeks, and hopefully something that will continue to work. But not once am I taking 100% credit for this, because it's not that. Everybody's bought into this way of playing cricket, and that's where the success lies. Is that everybody's on the same wavelength, and I'm the one just ramming it home about how he wants to do it. So yeah, it's not just on.
Do you think that this is not just merely a test range? This could be the way the game could change, the kind of message you and Brendan McCullum have sent to the world cricketer? We asked the same question to Rahul Dravid. What is your take on that?
I've been waiting for that for 5 weeks. That's what we want to do. We want to create a legacy of, you know, Test cricket. We've done that in white ball cricket, and we've seen other teams follow in the white ball's footsteps. You know, Rishabh Pant's innings for India in the first innings was obviously against us, but I absolutely loved watching it. You know, being on the receiving end of something like that is it's incredible to watch. And it's great to see now that someone like Rishabh, who's obviously received his criticism over the years, is now getting applauded for that. And the more we see players like that succeed in the way that they want to do, I think the negativity around that type of way of Test cricket will eventually die out, because it's so exciting to watch. You know, cricket is an entertainment business at the end of the day. Yes, you want results and stuff like that, but you want people to enjoy watching a spectacle. Test cricket has always been a spectacle, but it's about doing it differently now. And so yeah, cheers, Rishad.
Thank you.